Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Marcel back with another video for you today. Today, we are going to get into chord progressions. Yes, we are going to get into chord progressions. Before we learned how to construct chords, how to make chords on the piano, and this is part 4 of the series. If you're unfamiliar with how to build a chord, you want to watch the previous video. It is part 3. And if you're still kind of lost on video number 3, go ahead and start with video 1 and we'll get you caught up to speed. Then you come back to this video. But thank you and shout out to everybody who's been enjoying the series. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers of Lawful Kingdom. You guys are very valuable and valued people to us. We appreciate all of the support. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss another video, so you don't miss anything that is going on here and So Lawful. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this tutorial. All right, so let's get into this. So let's recap, just to do a recap. There are 8 notes in the major scale. We were talking about the major scale. So we are going to do that in the key of C, all white notes. Very easy to remember. So here we go. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. So from C to B are 7 notes. There's 7 notes in the major scale. And we talked about the different qualities of them. Again, if you are not familiar with the chord qualities, go ahead and go back to the previous videos, and that way you have the understanding. So now let's get into this. So we want to create a song, right? But we don't know how to construct chord progressions properly. I've been there. So that's what this is going to help you with today. This is going to solve that problem for you here and now, once and for all. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so say we're starting on the 1, which is C major. In general, the C or the 1 chord of any major scale can go to any other chord. You can start on a 1. You can go, say, let's go to the 4, which is F major. The 1 chord, if you start your chord progression on the 1 chord, it'll sound good going to any other chord, which is very basic. So don't worry if you, whatever key you're in, if you're in E flat, key of E flat, you can go to, again, let's do the 4 chord, which is a G sharp or an A flat major. And so you can go to from the 1 to any of the chords in the major scale. All right, so let's move on to the 2. The 2 is a minor chord, and going back to C major, the second chord or the 2 chord is minor, which is D minor. D, F, and A. That's your D minor chord. Okay, so if you're starting the chord progression on the 2, what are your options? Generally, if you're on the 2, generally it will go to the 5. It'll go to the 5. 2 and the 5 in this case in C major is G major. So you go from the 2 to the 5. All right. So if you want to start your song on the 3 chord, which is E major, generally that goes to the 6. So let's go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we land on A minor. So you go from the E minor, which is the 3 chord, to the 6, which is an A minor. So let's play it. All right, moving on. Let's start with the 4. If you want your song to start on the 4 chord. In our case, it is F major. So generally, you can have 2 choices here. You can go to the 1 or you can go to the 5. So you can either go to the 1 or go to the 5. There we go. Wasn't pushing on my sustain pedal hard enough. So generally, the 4 goes to the 1 chord or to the 5 chord. All right, so if you want your song to start on the 5, which is G major, generally it goes to the 1. G major, 5, goes to the 1. Okay, so if you want to start your song on a 6, A minor, generally it goes to the 2, which is a D minor. It generally goes from the 6 to the 2 chord. So you have 6, 2. And last but not least, we have the 7 chord, which is diminished. Has a different sound, definitely a little bit more tense than the others. So the 7 is always diminished in most cases. I know it's an oxymoron, but so you have diminished. So you have the 7, and that generally goes to the 3. So you have 7, 3. So there you have it. We went through all 7 degrees of the major scale. So now let's put this into practice. So I'm going to play two or 3 common chord progressions. So this first chord progression you'll find very common, like neo soul or jazz. They're closely related, but it's the 2-5-1 chord progression. So this is what it sounds like. Your 2-5-1. So you have D minor, G major, C major. All right, so let's do another one. This one can be found in some gospel music, and this one has a little bit more chords. And this is the 6, 251 chord progression. 6 2 5 1. So you have 6 2 5 1. 6 2 5 1. So for this last one, this one is more of a happy type of chord progression, but it is a progression nonetheless. You can use this, like a lot of children's songs use this chord progression, but it's the 1 4 5. So you have 1 4 5 1. Again, that's 1 4 5 1. And that's it. That's your basic framework for creating chord progressions for your song, for your productions, things that you're involved in. And I hope this video really helps you. Hope it was educational. Hopefully you're able to apply what you saw in this video to your next productions that's in the works. And before we get out of here, I want to tell you that we have a lot of goodies down in the description box. We have a lot of free things for you down there. Also, if you want to join the mailing list, go ahead and sign up. You'll be notified of what's going on at the company. That way, you're able to take advantage of different deals of services that we offer, and you're able to check out the website to see what we offer. If you're curious, we do add different elements and parts to songs, work on your productions with you. If you need like a background singer or whatever the case is, you can give us a song. The people here will sing on it and we'll send it back to you. Also, we do mixing and mastering for music, and as well as a host of other services that are available here at the company. And again, thank you for watching. One more time before we get out, if you have not, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want to go ahead and, make sure that other people are seeing this content. And if you can, go ahead and hype this video. If you like and enjoy our content, please share, follow, and subscribe. We are on social media platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, and others.